there, YouTube friends. This is Josie G. Sorry about that. I was looking at the seconds going by. Anyway, I wanted to show you a couple projects that I had started for it's an event that I'm working on. And what I did was I had taken some sheet music that I had in a book, and I went ahead and copied it on a little bit of a cream colored paper. So I wouldn't have to remove it from the book. I just took that, and I took some empty boxes that I had laying around from jewelry that I had, and then this one was actually, I was laughing when I wrapped this one because it was Route 66. That's what it said, the box, and this is an offshoot here, but I remember my mom was so sweet. She would ask me what I wanted for birthdays and Christmas and things like that, and I would tell her, and she would get me exactly what I wanted. She was so sweet. Anyway, this was a pocket watch, because she said, what do you want? And I said, a pocket watch. I always wanted a pocket watch. And usually women don't carry pocket watches, but I still have that pocket watch to this day. And I don't think it works anymore. It needs a new battery, and it's worn, you know, because it wasn't it was just a Route 66 or whatever pocket watch, and it was in this big box here, but she bought it for me. And she probably thought my daughter, the strange one, she wants a pocket watch. Okay, so I'm going to get her a pocket watch. But anyway, that was just my mom, you know, whatever you wanted. She wouldn't question it. She would just get it for you. And, but she would just, I know she probably looked at me quizzically like, what the heck do you want with a pocket watch, show? But anyway, I just had a thing for old-fashioned things like that. So that's what I got, and I carried that pocket watch around for a long time. I think I'm an androgynous person. That's what I think I am. I just like things from everywhere. That's what I really like, from different times and eras, and whether they're male or female, I have a thing for them. So, I mean, I used to wear the boys' jeans when they were growing up. We all wore the same jeans, and actually the boys' dad and I wore the same jeans too. We were kids. So anyway, it's just the way I am. I just don't really align myself with one gender or another. I like fingernail polish, and I like pink, and I like green, but I just align myself with all kinds of things. So that's just who I am. Okay, so anyway, moving on. So just because it's interesting, you know, things are interesting to me. So anyway, I made these because I found this on Pinterest, and I thought I could do something like that. Theirs were different. They were with cameos and big bows and stuff like that. But I wanted to make mine my way, of course, with what I had left over. And this was one big bow. The silver was one big bow. And so that's what I did. I took the bow apart, and I cut it up, and I hot glued it, and I taped the music paper around each of the boxes. And I only had enough boxes. I think there's 8 of them here. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, 8 of them. And I have 8 tables. It would be nice if I had a couple for each table, but because as a presentation, a bunch of them is really pretty. So what I might do is not put them on the individual tables. I might just put them on the big table, because I also have, oh, she fell over again. Okay, I have to show you. I'll have to take a picture of a big boot, a big wired boot. So I'll show you that too, that I'm taking as well. But I have to get the right doll and the right outfit, and I have to find a little dog to go in it too, because that's going. But then I have some other things I made. I'm painting. I'm going to show you. This is kind of a mess. Sorry. I'm painting this frame right here. It's just sitting on a really messy cardboard, because this is that cardboard I paint on all the time. But I'm painting, the frame was a really beautiful wood frame, but it was only $1.49, so I needed a dimensional type of frame, or a frame that had an interest to it, and that's what I came up with. So anyway, I'm painting the frame cream because inside is going to go some words that I put, and I'll try to take a picture of that too before I upload this video. Anyway, this was a lamp. The silver thing was a lamp, and it was like these different shades of like bronze and stuff and wood, and where all these beads were, it had 2 plug-ins and like a telephone line that went into it. It was from a hotel, and I had 2 of them, and they didn't work when I brought them home, so I got rid of one immediately, and I kept thinking, boy, this looks like the Eiffel Tower. And so Zach Sketch about, I don't know, a year and a half ago, everything was a year and a half ago, as you notice, he took the guts out of it, because I asked him to. I'm like, can you just take the guts out? And so he did, and I kept one of them, and I was meaning to spray paint it black. Well, when I looked at it, I'm like, ooh, I don't need it black for this particular event. So I spray painted it just this morning. I primed it, spray painted it real quick before I went to work, and then it had time enough to dry. So when I came home, I had bought a big bag of this beads stuff, and at the dollar store, it was in this, or not the dollar store, at the thrift store, it came in this big bag here. When I saw it, it was $2, and I'm like, aha, that's what I need. It was $2 or $3, something like that. So what I did is I had a heck of a time, and I'm hoping it stays on there in transport, because I'm kind of worried about that. But that's what I did. I went ahead and glued it all on there. So I'm going to leave it as is unless something else comes to mind. And that's going to be my Eiffel Tower. So that's going to be a piece that I'm going to bring with me. And then I had, so those are the two pieces. And then I'm going to put, it's for a retirement party. So the words that go into that frame say happy retirement. So anyway, that's going to be, and I'll show you, I'll take pictures. I probably won't upload this video until I have pictures of everything, so you can just get an overall view of how the event went. And I also painted some old shells, silver, some of them silver, and some of them white, just the tops of them, and they turned out really pretty. Okay, thanks for watching and subscribing, and follow me on Instagram, because it's just stuff that's totally different from here. And we'll go from there. Thanks. Take care. Bye-bye.